Hi guys, in this tutorial we'll discuss about custom post type in WordPress. And WordPress by default have posts and pages for us. In post we can post our blog post, and in page we can create our page. But for example, let's say we have a property listing website. It will be very handy if we have and custom options for our property where we can publish all of our properties. So in that case the custom post type is very handy. So we'll learn how to create custom post type in WordPress and how we can use them. Okay, so by default WordPress has a coding method to create custom post type. This is all our code. If we copy this code and paste it on your theme functions PHP, a new custom post type called books will be created. Of course you can change the titles of this post types from here, but we won't follow this method because this is technical, and we will follow the easier method, which is plugin. So by default WordPress have two great plugin to create custom post types. One is pods and another is custom post type UI or CPT UI. Both are very good and they are almost same, so you can use any of them. So in my tutorial we will use pods, right? So go to plugin, add new, and search for pods. This is the plugin you need to install, so install it and activate. And as you can see I have already installed it. In here we will see a new option called pods admin. So if you go to the pods admin, you will see under add new we will have two options. One is create new and another is extend existing. So if you want to create new post type, in our case we have to click create new. So let's say we want to create a new custom post type called property, so that we can list all of our properties under that. Click create new, make sure the content type is custom post type, and in here we have to provide the singular label. Okay, so in our case let's call it property, and for plural label let's call it properties. Okay, so we have some advanced option, we don't need to worry about this. Click next, and now we have, as you can see, if we go to the left hand side we have a new option called properties. Okay, under properties we have all properties and add new, just like our post. And in here we have some options available for our properties. So first of all we have manage fields. This is to create custom fields, and I will make it another video about custom fields, so we'll ignore this for now. Under level we have the options for all of our labels. Okay, you can call it whatever you want in here. For example, let's say under properties we have add new, so we can change that to add new property. So let's change this to add new property. Okay, so if you save this and if you go to the property, as you can see the add new is now changed to add new property. Okay, so you can change every single title from here. So let's move on to admin UI. So you have some settings about the admin UI in here. We don't need to worry about this, all of these default settings. We need to worry about these two. One is menu position. What this means, where this post type will be shown. By default, as you can see, it is showing under the pages, comments, properties. So if you want to show it under like here or here, you can do it. So for example, menu position, let's set it to 10, and if you save, as you can see the properties is now here. So if you say set it to something like 30, as you can see now it is in here. If you want to set it on higher area like this area, we can do it. So from here, so let's say it to like 5. As you can see, it is now just under our post. Okay, so you can change the position of our menu from here. Another thing is, as you can see, the default icon of our properties is like the icon of our post, so we don't need, we want to change this to something new. Okay, so you can change this in here. So how you can do that? If you hover over to this little question mark, you will see some options in here. We will use dash icon. This is the default icon set for our WordPress, so we will use this dash icon. Open this dash icon link to our new tab. Here all are the icons available in WordPress, so we will use the icons from here. So let's say for our case, as it is property, we will use this home icon. Okay, so we just need to copy this CSS class. So dash icon store, we need to just copy this and paste this CSS class in here and save. Now as you can see, our custom post type icons changed to that home icon. That is perfect. Let's move on to advanced options in here. In here we have some advanced options. The more important thing is in here, as you can see, enable archive page. If you want the post type has archive, post archive, like all of the list of our post, you can enable this. You can set the hierarchy, child parent relationship. You can also enable this one, and you can also define the archive slack. Like if someone want to show all the properties, you can add a slack like all properties, all dash properties. So if someone go to this URL, all of our properties will be visible. Okay, you can do so in here. So let's save this and let's create a new property in our properties area. Okay, so go to properties, add new. I am opening this in new tab. So as you can see, our property has a title and our content area. So let's call it new property, and in here we can post we can input some text. So in here let's copy this and paste. Let's publish this. So now we have a new property. So if you go to properties, as you can see, just like the post, we have a property listing here. But one thing you notice that in the normal post area, if you go to a normal post, we have a lot of options available in here, like feature image, so where you can upload our post image and other like categories, permalink, etc. So in our case, we don't have any feature image or anything. So how we can enable our post image? Yeah, so that is also very easy. We have to go to this advanced options and scroll down to this bottom. Under supports, as you can see, we have all these options available in here. So in our case, we need to check this featured image. Okay, as you can see, we also have post format, page attributes, revision, comments, etc. So we just want this feature image. So let's set this, and if we refresh our post now, as you can see, we have a featured image section. So now we can upload our feature image. For example, it's this one. Let's set this. So now if we view our properties, as you can see, this is how it looks. This is fully dependent on your theme, of course. So I'm just using hello theme, so this is what it looks like. In another tutorial, I will show you how we can create a custom grid or custom post page with Elementor in another tutorial. In this tutorial, we will just discuss about the custom post type. So now our custom post type is done. But if you go to the post section, we have also something called tags, categories. So how we can create this one? So this is what it's called taxonomy. So if you hover over to this categories, on the bottom area you will see it's something called taxonomy equals category, right? This is called taxonomy. So we can also create custom taxonomies for our properties or our custom post type. Okay, so let's say for our properties we want taxonomies like for sale or for rent, etc. So how we can create custom taxonomies to our custom post? So that is also very easy. So go to this pod admin and go to add new. We need to create new taxonomies. So click this create new, and under content type we need to choose custom taxonomy. Okay, and now just like our post type, we need to choose singular level or plural level. So let's call it property category. and for plural we will call it property categories. Okay, so now our taxonomy is now created. So if we go to our properties, as you can see, we don't have this option visible in here yet. So under post we have these categories, but under properties we don't have these properties category. So how we can attach that taxonomy to our post? That is very easy. We have to go to these advanced options and scroll down in here. As you can see, associated post type. So you can associate this taxonomy to any post type. So in our case we need to link this to our properties. So in here we have to choose the properties. So this is the one. So check this, save. Now if we go to properties, as you can see, we have property categories. So if you go to the categories, we have the options just like our post category. So let's call it like commercial. You can add description as well. Also you can call it like home, for example. So now we have two categories. So if we go to our properties and if we go to our property in area, as you can see on the right hand side, we have no options for property categories. So in here we can choose any categories we want, right? So in our case that will be commercial, for example. Let's save. Now these commercial categories have one property. So if we go to our property categories now, under commercial, as you can see, we have count equal to 1. So we have one commercial properties. So this is how we can create custom post types